Hi students, welcome to Bosco Campus Vision. Hope all of you are fine. As we completed our first module, we are moving to our second module, Modern British Fiction. I think all of you are adjusted with this new method of teaching and learning. In the second module, we are going to study Animal Farm, a novella by George Orwell. What do you know about George Orwell? Let us discuss in detail. George Orwell is one of the world's most influential English writers, and he was an English novelist, essayist, journalist, and critic. His original name is Eric Arthur Blair, and he is known by his pen name George Orwell. That means what we know is his pen name George Orwell. His original name is Eric Arthur Blair, and he is known by his pen name George Orwell. He is famous for his best known novels. One is Animal Farm, that is our prescribed work, and the other novel 1984. He is famous for these two novels. 1984 is one of the novels by George Orwell. He was a man of strong opinions who addressed some of the major political movements of his times. That means he was a man of strong opinions and he tried to express, or who addressed means he tried to express those political movements in his writings, who addressed some of the major political movements of his times, and the movements including imperialism, fascism, and communism. Imperialism means like colonization, that is a policy of extending a country's power and influence through colonization with the help of military force or other means like that. So it is a type of colonization. That is the meaning of the word imperialism. Fascism means governmental system led by a dictator. For example, Hitler having complete power or forcibly suppressing opposition and criticism, such type of ruling or authoritarianism, that is called fascism. Then communism means it is a political and economic system that seeks to create a classless society in which the major means of production such as mines, factories, etc. are owned and controlled by the public. That is the meaning of the word communism. That means he strongly addressed these political movements in his writings that was existing in during his lifetime. He was born to upper middle class family, and he started his writing career very early, even at the age of 4. That means he started his writing even at the age of 4. One of his first literary success came at the age of 11 when he had a poem published in the local newspaper. Then he was world renowned as a journalist and author by the time of his death in 1950. That means he was died at 1950. He was died on 1950. He was famous for his eyewitness reporting on war and poverty. That means most of his writings, or he strongly addressed those moments or issues, or he strongly expressed his experiences. That is, he was famous for his eyewitness reporting. That means his own experiences on war and poverty, then political and cultural commentary, where he stood up to power and said the unsayable. That means, yes, he strongly addressed those political implications or movements. That means, yes, openly said the unsayable things that was existing during his lifetime in politics and other social powers of the society. Then he was also famous for his two fiction, that is two novels, two greatest novels ever written. One is Animal Farm or Prescribed Novel, and the other one is 1984. Then he took to make journeys among tramps and spent time living amongst the poor and homeless in London. Yes, he made journeys among tramps. Tramps means like beggars or wanderers or one who search for work or vagrants, such type of people. They are called tramps. So he made journeys among these tramps or wanderers or beggars and spent time living amongst the poor and homeless in London. He spent most of his time amongst the poor and homeless in London and around the hop fields of Kent. Hop fields means it is a type of field like a paddy field or a wheat field, etc. Like that, it is another type of grain, that is hop field. So and around the hop fields of Kent, and he was writing on the basis of his experience. I already told you, yes, he strongly addressed some political movements or some issues that was existing in the society. So he was writing on his writings are based on his own experience among poor and these type of trams or other people, and expressed how the English poor people were treated in their own country. He expressed how these English poor people were treated in their own country, the suppression or the oppression over these poor English poor people in his own country. I think all of you understand about George Orwell. These are the main points regarding George Orwell. Then Animal Farm or prescribed novel or prescribed work. Let us discuss something about Animal Farm. George Orwell's Animal Farm is an allegorical novella. Yes, it is. This particular novel is considered. It is belonged to a particular category, that is allegorical novella. Allegorical in the sense means story that can be interpreted to reveal a hidden meaning. That means there may be a secondary meaning that is embedded in the novel. Story that can be interpreted to reveal, to expose a hidden meaning, typically a moral or political one. That is called allegorical. Allegorical novella means in length, it is in between short story and a novel. That is in length, that is in between, in the case of length, it is between this novel and short story. So it is considered as this Animal Farm is an allegorical novella and mainly typically a moral or political one. And it was first published in England. This Animal Farm was first published in England on 17th August 1945. Then it belonged to, or it is an anti-utopian satire. We already discussed about the characteristic features of anti-utopian novels. So it is, this Animal Farm is an anti-utopian satire, means it is a dystopian novel and a political fable. Fable, we already discussed the characteristic features of fable. So it is considered as a political fable, that is in a specified way, it is a beast fable. In a more specified way, we can say that this Animal Farm, from the title itself, we can understand that it is something related with the animals. So it is a beast fable. What are the peculiarities or characteristics of beast fable? That means characters are animals. The characters included in this novel are animals and give a moral message to the readers. We get a moral message from the novel, and the main characters included in the novel are animals. That's why it is called a beast fable, and moreover it is a political fable. And why it is called a political fable? Because the events or the story is purely based on the events of Russia's Bolshevik Revolution. Yes, the story is based on, and these events were represented with the help of animal characters. That's why it is called a beast fable, and it is considered as a political fable because the events were based on Russia's Bolshevik Revolution and the betrayal of the cause by Joseph Stalin. So this particular novel is based on real incidents that was existing at that time. That means during his lifetime, that is Russia's Bolshevik Revolution and the betrayal of the cause by Joseph Stalin. And the book tells the story of a group of farm animals. Yes, this particular book tells the story of a group. That is everything. All these events are expressed through a group of farm animals. They think to form a society. These animals, they think to form a society in which all animals can be equal, free, and happy. Yes, these animals, they think to form a society. I already told you in the introductory part, George Orwell in his writings, he tried to express that those inequalities that was existing in the English society. How these English poor people were treated in their own country. That means authoritarians or the people who are in power, they try to oppress these poor people. So here in with the help of this work, that means these animal characters, they think to form a society in which all animals can be equal, free, and happy. So they put a rebellion. They think that these animals, they think that they put a rebellion against their human farmer. That means their master, one who runs that farm. So they put a rebellion against their human farmer to create such a society in which all animals can be equal, free, and happy. That was their motto. But the rebellion is betrayed and the farm ends up in a state. Yes, but the rebellion, there was a spy among the group of animals, and the rebellion is betrayed, and the farm ends up in a state as bad it was before. But it was end up in a bad state it was before under the dictatorship of a pig named Napoleon. The Napoleon, there is a ruler in the among the animals, in that farm animals, that is dictatorship of a pig named Napoleon. The original title was Animal Farm, a Fairy Story. Yes, the original title or the full title of the novel is Animal Farm, a Fairy Story, but US publishers dropped the subtitle A Fairy Story when it was published in 1946. Then Orwell wrote Animal Farm to explain how Stalinism betrayed the ideal of the Soviet socialist revolution. I already told you this particular novel is purely a political satire that is based on some real political events that was existing at that time. And this Animal Farm, he wrote Animal Farm to explain how Stalinism betrayed the ideal of the Soviet socialist revolution. This was expressed through his animal characters in this particular novel. And his painful experiences with hypocrisy and social elitism at Eton, as well as his intimate familiarity with the realities of British imperialism in India, made him to expose the class system in English journey. I already told you he took so many journeys and spent most of his time with those people who are oppressed or suppressed in the society, and his painful experiences with the hypocrisy and social elitism at Eton, as well as that is moreover his intimate familiarity with the British imperialism in India, that made him to all these experiences made him to expose the class system, that inequality existing in the English society. And he was a socialist speaking against the inequality. Then he was a socialist. This Orwell was a socialist speaking against the inequality and other excesses of governments. That's why, with the help of his animal characters, he is trying to form a new society in which all animals are equal, happy, and free. That means he tried to abolish this inequality that was existing in the society. And he could not turn a blind eye to the cruelties and hypocrisies of Soviet Communist Party. He could not turn a blind eye. That's why he tried to express those problems or those movements or those inequalities that was existing in the society in his writings. Here in this novel, he used animal characters on an English farm to tell the history of Soviet communism. I think all of you understand the background details of Animal Farm, this novel, what we are going to study in Animal Farm. It is a political satire based on real incidents. Then, regarding Orwell, his own painful experiences from the society. Then, Beast Fable, that means animal characters. Then, what is their motto? And with the help of these characters, what he is trying to express to the readers, and we get a moral message from this novel. I think all of you understand regarding George Orwell as well as Animal Farm, the background details of Animal Farm. Then there is a homework for you, that is write a note on George Orwell and background details of Animal Farm. Write your homework and send back to me. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you again.